we're skating again. This time, grind session on the Sony PlayStation. So, if you caught my video a few days back, I featured Thrasher on PS1. And in the comments, in the replies to that video, Mateus Carvalho, big shout out to Mateus, did say to me, maybe, I'm paraphrasing here, but yeah, he said maybe check out this grind session. PS1. This passed me by, guys, for whatever reason. So here we go, basically. I'm going to go with Day One Song because I remember him. Well, actually, I remember all them skaters, but I love this guy's style. So I'm going to go with Tight Trucks. As you can see, you could choose tight or loose. And like I did say in the Thrasher video, I did skate back in the day. I took it quite seriously as well. Loved it. And I would always tighten my trucks. There you go, guys. Bit of inside information behind the scenes for you. I haven't skated since, like, I don't know, for many, many years, because I'm too fat to skate now. I'm overweight, let's just say that, and me, or the sight of me on a skateboard now would be hilarious, I'm sure. Anyway, let's see what this is about. Yeah, this passed me by. I've got some reviews open, like always, guys. But let's see. Oh, that's a decent... I was going to say player likeness. This isn't PES or FIFA. This is skating. The likeness for Day One is very good, actually. But yeah, I'm glancing over at the iPad because I have got the wiki page open for this, but I'm trying to get used to this game first, so do bear with me. Okay. Right, okay, first things first. Wow. Like, how did this pass me by? I must have said pass me by about 80 times now. But how did it? This is fantastic. For some reason, I went into this not expecting much at all. Like, no licenses, no soundtrack, because I've had to mute the soundtrack. But as soon as I went into options to have a look at the soundtrack, KRS-One was playing, which is a hip-hop artist I absolutely loved in the 90s. Like, there's loads of good music on this. Like we've already seen, got all the pro skaters. And this is awesome. This plays really well. Now, I did say in the Thrasher video and the Tony Hawk's Underground video, you could do this lot by holding the left trigger, playing with a DualSense LT. And you could have the skater's eye, which is a cool touch. It's a cool gameplay mechanic. Because it gives you ideas of runs to go on, basically. If that is the right wording. So didn't do too well there, but I am getting used to the gameplay, like I say, the gameplay mechanics and just the entirely new game to me. Because this isn't Hawks, it's not Skate, it's not Thrasher, it's none of the games I'm familiar with. But we are on a skateboard theme here on the channel at the moment. We looked at the awful Dreamcast skate game, MTV something, I think it was called. We featured that on the Bad Video Games playlist. Hold on a sec. It's crashed, I think. Thrasher crashed on me as well. Quick edit, guys. Yeah, I'm pressing everything. I know it says loading, but this has definitely crashed. Let's count to 3. 1, 2, 3. Quick edit, I'll be back. And I am back. Yeah, it definitely had crashed, guys. Let's just do some open skate and just talk about this game. Look at some review scores, that kind of thing. I'll choose something different this time. Oh, I used to love Ed Templeton. I'm sure I had a couple of posters of him up on my walls when I lived back home with my parents. And Jamie Thomas and all of those skaters. Okay. So yeah, I need to unlock all the other places. So I'm going to have to skate down Brooklyn Banks here in New York City. So it's going to be that same place again, I think, which is fine. But review scores. This scored quite highly. 8 out of 10 at CNET. That's a retrospective review, I assume. Game Informer is the only place it got a poorish score. It got a 6.75 out of 10. But everywhere else, it got lots of 7s, lots of 8s. So let's actually try and pull some tricks off here. Controls-wise, to execute some of these tricks, it's identical to Tony Hawk. But it's like a hybrid of Hawks and Thrasher. It's like somewhere in the middle. It's like a simcade, if you like. Hawks is just arcade. Thrasher, let's call it a sim. For its time, it was. Maybe not now. But this is like in between. This is like the Skate of its time, even though I compared Thrasher to Skate the other day, but we'll pretend I didn't. Yeah, this is so good. Okay, I'm going to say this now. I know I'm sucking, I'm not doing anything, but you kind of just know by playing this. The feel of this in your hands. That sounds dodgy, I know. I'm going to say it right now. This is the best. One of the best. No, it's the best. It's the best skateboarding game on the PS1 for me. Because I could see me now just wanting to play this all day. I'm hooked. I've only been playing for a few seconds. Yeah, so... okay, where is it? Yeah, so it's just up, and triangle for the manual. Grinds is... I mean, look, it's Hawks controls. A lot of these tricks are the same as Hawks, guys. And that's good. That's a good thing, because, like, everyone just remembers them. It's a bit like Street Fighter 2. Everyone always remembers how to do the Ryu Hadouken. Is that what it's called? And Ken obviously does it. But yeah, it's just, like, familiarity. People like that, or gamers love it, don't they? Oh, wow, this feels fantastic to play. And now I know I've been sucking. I did say in a Tony Hawk Underground video and the Thrasher video, hey, but I'm not good at these games. Like, I never have been. All of the skateboard games I've been awful at. Hey, what I will say there, when it let me do that grab and land the trick, in Hawks and in games like Skate, and there, that generally... Oh, I did a wall ride. I did it by accident, though. What was I saying? Yeah, you'd come off your board, but not in this. Your skater balances out and a bit like a cat falling, if you like. And falls on, in this case, on your deck, on the wheels, not on your feet. I hope I'm making some kind of sense, guys. I'm still unwell. It's the only time I'm going to say it, because every video I've recorded this week, as I'm recording this in February, I've gone on about this man cold I've got, or man flu, or whatever you want to call it. It's really been rough, and I'm dosed up on day nurse all the time, and yeah, I'm a little bit sort of crazy, if you like, a bit manic. So yeah, it might not make any sense whatsoever. So that's how you get off your deck. You hold circle on the PlayStation controller. Mateus, this is an awesome request or suggestion, because, like I say, I'd never heard of it. I don't know why. Did it come after Hawks? It must have to use the same control scheme, or did Hawks rip this off? I don't know. So I'm glancing over at the wiki here. So, Next Gen Magazine, a publication, did say, if you've already played Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, go pick up Street Skater 2. At least that plays differently. I've never heard of Street Skater 2 either, but that's in reference to this game. And that reviewer didn't like this, because this is too similar to Tony Hawk. I disagree completely, but that's just me. This is a bit more slower. There's a bit more thought behind putting off the tricks, or at least that's what I'm finding here. It's so good. There's the melon grab. Maybe Tony Hawk's, someone would argue, had more content, more stuff to do. I don't know, more locations to skate. I don't know. I can't remember. We need to look at Tony Hawk's, the traditional ones now. We've been doing all these skate games. We need to look at them all. You could see me suck at all of these games. Because make no mistake about it, guys, because my memory is pretty bad when it comes to games with combos and stuff. I'm not very good at fighters either. That's why I'm rubbish at these games. I'll remember the basics, like how to do a grind holding triangle, but forget it with the more complicated tricks. I just always forget the button presses or the button combinations. But I still could play them for hours, these games. This is so good. So good. If you like your skateboarding games, guys, you haven't played this, please check it out. It's aged really well for a PS1 game. What was it with the PS1 and skateboarding? It's like where it all started kicking off. Yes, we had 720 degrees way back in the arcade and the NES and the like, but the PS1 really sort of found its feet. Is that even a saying? With the skateboarding, with the licenses as well. Like 720 degrees obviously is a very, very old game without any real skaters and that kind of thing. I don't think. That was a cool game. But yeah, the PS1 is just like soundtracks, all the real skaters, all the... I think the locations were fictional, I'm not too sure. Let's see how you do a grab. Is it going to be triangle? Because I've been pressing triangle. Let's have a look here. Where is it? Where is it? Hand plan, not grab. Yeah, it's just triangle, look. But I have been pressing it. Let's try it again. Oh, there we go. It's typical. I promise that I've been pressing it, guys. I'm not lying to you. But anyway, yeah, this is a grind session. I quite like that name for a skate game as well, because we have got the awesome session on Xbox Series X, PC, and PS5. I think PS5. Skater XL's another game to check out, guys. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed my ramblings. You might hear my son in the background. I'll try and use some tricks on Audacity to quieten that down, but my son is having fun on a Friday night with his iPad. But yeah, I'll speak to you all soon, guys. Take care.